Good evening, friends. Long day, just did some volunteer work, and now it's time to get this out of the way and crash and hit it for tomorrow for Friday. There are a few things I want to talk about on the chart, but I will do that at the end of the video, so if you're interested in that, just hang around. But let's follow the same system, consistency, right? So is the market up or down? Market is down, so we should be looking to buy, okay? Looks like we bought this morning 31.71. So look at that. Our order was for 31.90 and we got filled for 31.71. Even better because this stock got absolutely crushed today. I'm not a huge TD Ameritrade fan because I think it's kind of hard to use. But every broker has their own strengths, and the TD Ameritrade broker gives me so much better fills than the cheap discount brokers I use. So it's got some advantages. Of course, the market gap down. I did buy this in the private account too. If you want to see that, just check out the blog. Links in the description. So we have $37 left, and it looks like this is trading at 31. Oh, the mark is down here. Let's take a look at it. It's a nice, good pattern. If you remember from, hey, let's go ahead and do this. I know I'm like a squirrel right now, but we'll let that simmer. So 30.30 is the price. We need to put another order in. We're still below the 30. You see the histogram is going up. If you drew a line, it would go straight up. So I still like this trade. We didn't break the lows yet. It's still very bullish in my opinion. So it looks perfect to me, 30.30. So let's cancel this. I'm tired. I get squirrely when I'm tired. So I'll have to keep myself in check. So we still haven't got 100 shares yet. We're working on it. We want to pay 31.30. Let's put that in here. 31.30. Now you can add these together and divide by 2 to get an average, or it shows you right here average 31.51. So what's our sell price going to be? Pause the video if you need to. Figure it out for yourself. Don't just wait for me. We're going to make 1% on this. You take the 31.51 times 1.01 should get you 31.82. We're going to make 31 cents a share. 31.82. But we're not going to do one share, right? We got 2 now. I don't know if this matters, but make it look right. We want limit. Good till cancel with the extended hours. Buy 1, sell 2. Sound like a good deal to me. And that's pretty much going to deplete our cash, but that's okay. This is the play. With this exact amount of money, that's the play. All right. So if you think, well, maybe we should buy like a less expensive stock or a cheaper share price so we can get more digs in. No, we have to move this account. The problem with not having a lot of money is that it makes it harder to make money. It gets a lot easier when the account gets bigger. So we need to push this money. There's a reason we bought this 3M. It was $130, I think, when we bought it. That was like almost our whole account, but that was still the right play, in my opinion. So there's that. That's done, knocked out of the way. Here's something I want to show you guys. If you remember, go back to yesterday's video. Do you remember when we were looking at the thumbnails for the utilities? If you don't, go back to that video because I do think there's a teachable moment here. Remember when I said if it spikes up and then goes right back down immediately, I'm not looking for that. That's not really that bullish. It looks, like it's chopping around and everything like that. Well, I want you to take a look at what happened to utilities today. And it was just what we were afraid of, okay? Come on. Come on. You can see all these sector right here is utilities, right? So let's take a look at some. Look at that. See how it didn't turn into a double bottom? It broke the low, right? See, today was a huge down day. Same pattern. Same pattern. Same pattern. Same pattern. Utilities. Same pattern. Same pattern. Same pattern. Same pattern. Same pattern. So go through that on your own time too. But you can see all the repetition. That's the reason we did not buy this one. So you see this broke the low. Here, we'll just use this as an example so I can illustrate it. It broke this low, and you see they've even drawn a trend line here. It broke this low. But if you look at the one we bought, you can see it's a different pattern. We are above this blue trend line. Now, if this is drawn in the right spot, I probably wouldn't draw it here anyways. I would try to touch some of this up. But they're trying to capture the low. It's probably just a computer that does it all. But you notice the other utilities had broken the low and went further. This one stopped up here. That shows you relative strength. So we made the right play. Everything's going good. It's going to take a little time. Remember, tomorrow is Friday. So real quick, for those of you that stuck around for that part of the video, let's take a look at what I'm looking at for Friday. One more thing, too. This is not a real wick. If we break it down, I know I touched on this previous in the week. If you haven't really been paying that much attention, go back through the playlist and watch this week because it's been a good teachable moment. This open gap has not been filled. Okay? And what's getting ready to happen? Red line, cross below the green line. Well, what happens when the red line crosses below the green line? We go down, right? So bare minimums, I'm thinking this gap's going to get filled up. So that's just something to be aware of. It doesn't affect our trading strategy. You might think, well, why'd you put our last 30 bucks in today if you think the market's going down? Because nobody knows for sure. Okay? And if people tell you they know exactly where the market's going to go, they're just fixing to lose a lot of money. Get too cocky, right? But this is likely to fill. But we don't know that for sure. But towards the end of the week, we're looking here. This will complete the candle for tomorrow. So basically what we're looking at is if tomorrow's close is above this price right here, that's a double bottom. Boom. And look at all these are weeks. Look at all these weeks. This is a lot of time has passed. And then we put in a double bottom. Not like the utilities where we went down 2 days, crashed down again. That's a totally different deal. There was time for the market to show a little strength, come back down, and then if we do close up here, that's a really good sign that we'll be going up. So either way, we're going to make some cash. We got some dividends. We should have got paid a dividend today from Smith & Wesson. But it's obviously not going to be on the statement we got today. There's not much on it. I didn't really like the statement that came out today. It was kind of hard to read. They do that on purpose, But I do want to see if we can... That's just going to show my account number. I won't do that. But yeah, this version here, they give you a little bit on the statement. But this it goes up because I've been adding money every week, $10 every week. This is not a real deal. That's not the real deal. So I'm gonna have to figure out exactly how we go to find this. I just don't use this broker hardly at all. It's only for this little thing, but account value. Yeah, there's got to be a button or something you got to get into, but they hide it from you because the brokerage makes money from trading volume, so they want you to add more money. And even though we've got positions that are losing money, our account's not going straight up like that. But everything's going good. AOS and 3M, we can do a quick look, but we're not buying them, so it doesn't really matter. You can see this is the same double bottom, just like the market. Go to the daily though. Boom, look, there's that gap. You see it filled today. You see it? You see this red dotted line? It filled. That's likely what the market's going to do. Then go up again. But see what happens. This one's a little funky here, isn't it? It didn't break the low. Maybe it broke it, but it didn't close below it yet. But anything can happen. We don't have a red line crossing a green line here. It's going flat, right? So if we have an up day, and you see there's a little volume here, nothing really to go writing home about. But I like this. Everything looks good. You see that down here, the MACD's turned green, which is a sign that we're maybe going to go up. Who knows? But the only reason I'm going through this is to let you folks know that there's nothing I'm worried about. Everything's good. These dividends are going to keep rolling in. We may be dead in the water tomorrow, but tomorrow could be an up day too, right? So then we wouldn't do anything anyways. We'll get another deposit, which I think won't actually be usable until Tuesday. And then we will go through the scanner again, unless something sells. All of them could sell tomorrow. Who knows? But everything's going good. It's an exciting time for the market, I think. We're at a point where we're probably going to go way up or way down, just in my opinion. But I'm always an optimistic guy. I'm always thinking we're going up. So that's the way I've got my chips put on it. But once you have a system, the market up or down, we buy or sell, and a nice little set of boundaries that keep your emotions in check, this is a no-brainer. So I don't know. Let's take a look at. We're up to 221. We need to get this sucker up to $20. So 1% of this, that's another 3 there. So we'll be up over 5. We can liquidate the whole account, and then we can start getting them moving. So everything's going good. It takes a lot longer when you have a smaller amount of money. That's all. But I wanted to start down here in the gutter with y'all so you can see that it is possible, and over long periods of time, I think you'll be surprised how fast it grows, because I sure was when my account grew. So I hope y'all had a great day. Sorry if I did a little rambling. Hopefully you got something out of it. And we'll check in tomorrow for the end of the week. Have a happy